Hi, it's Karen here. Thank you for joining me. Today I thought I'd show you what I've been doing. I've been making some more joy journals for a couple of my friends. This time I've been using cereal packets, and then I've got some really nice paper, so I've covered the front and the inside of the cereal packet, and then same on the back for the back cover, and this is destined to be a bookmark, so that's what that's going to be. When I come to bind it, I'll switch the camera on and show you how I bind this. But for the signatures, I've chosen 3 signatures, and I've used cartridge paper for this, because for this particular friend, she's interested in collage and multimedia work, and she really likes collecting images out of magazines and books and things that she finds interesting. So I thought it would be quite nice to give her a few little spaces by giving her a little folio. I thought I'd make her a little folio kind of little I don't know, pockets, I suppose you'd call them, and so she could put, you know, some nice little bits and pieces in, and they're all safe, and she knows exactly where they are. Now this is one that I've already done, and this I decided to make this with a little belly band on, because I'm not quite sure how I'm going to put this into the journal. I may decide to put a little paper clip in, or I might put a pocket in, and she can just move it throughout her journal as she wants to. But I know that I've decided that I'd like to make 3 of these little folios to go into the 3 signatures here. And on this one, I thought it would be nice to maybe attach it to a page, so she can then keep it in situ and have it in place. So before I went any further, I thought it would be really good if I showed you how I make them. I thought you might find it useful to make when you're making, if you'd like to make them in your journal, sorry. So these are made just using envelopes. Now you can use whatever envelope that you like. I found these little ones, and I thought, oh yeah, these would be good to go into this size journal. The most important thing to do is to make sure that the envelope lid top is stuck down, so that's really important to make sure that you get that done, and then stick it down. I can't find my bone folder, it's somewhere, but I've put it in a safe place and I can't find it now. So just make sure that you keep this and it's nice and stuck down, and then we just literally fold that up and give that a nice crease down. Okay, now I've already stuck that one down, and we crease that one, and we crease that one down too. So you've got two of your envelopes now folded in half. Now when you've done that, to create the little pockets inside, if you can see, you need to just cut the tops. So on this one, we've folded it in half, and I'm just going to take a smidge and just open up the envelope. Okay, so that gives us our little tuck areas in there, and just make sure that you can get your finger in. And that's why we needed to make sure that we could close up, so we could get our bits and pieces in. Okay, Lovely. Yeah. Just make sure that you can get your, yeah, that's good. That's good. Now, for the next bit, what we're going to do is we're going to put a bead of glue. So we need to stick these together. So we open it back up and then we just get a bead of glue. Now, if you want to, you can use your ruler and make sure you find the center of your envelope. That will ensure that you've actually got a good, it's in the center. Okay, so then if I very carefully just pinch those two, if you can see now that because we've glued that there, we've now got our little pockets to put our bits and pieces in, and the sides here, it makes the gusset so we can use them. Now my glue's still wet, so I would I think it's better if you let yours dry before you start opening them up, but I just wanted to show you. Okay, so again, we'll do the same with this one. We'll take a bead of glue and we just, oh, a bit wiggly there, but we just run our bead of glue down and we just rub that together. Okay, lovely. Now you can decide how many pockets you want in your folio to keep all your goodies in. Now you can do as many as you like. You could do 3 envelopes, 4 envelopes, so you'd get a bigger concertina of, it would open up bigger. But that's basically the bones of it. So now we can you know, we can now put it together, and so I think I'm going to make 2 separate ones because I like just having two little pockets. That works for what I'm thinking of. So I'm just going to set that aside, and I'm going to now cover this. But if you did want to join them together, all you have to do is just link them together, okay? And you'd put another, okay, let's just do that now. We would just put a bead of glue down there, and then we would marry that up. Okay. Okay, so we've got the 4 together now. It's not stuck, but hopefully you'll get the gist. You don't glue everything down when you're gluing them together. You just carry on going down the center. Okay. Then it's just up to you to choose what papers you'd like to use to cover them with. Now this is quite a nice one. I think I'll use this colour, and then I'm just going to mark it with my pencil, and then I'm going to just take my paper cutter and then will I get 2 out of that, do I think? Yeah, I think I will. That'll be good. I'm not going to cut it right close to it because we can always trim up with our scissors, can't we? Gives us a bit of wiggle room then. And so what I'll do is I'll just, now you can either use glue stick or you can use whichever glue that you have. I've got this clear glue, so I'm just going to use that, and I'm just going to give it a covering just give it a covering of the glue, getting to as close to the corners as I can. And just popping that on. Okay, give it a smoosh down. Do get a little bit of time just to wriggle it about so you've got your ends on there. That's good. And then flip her over and then just same again. Okay. And then just put this on. And you just give it a smooth down. This is where your bone folder comes in, because you would push it out with your bone folder. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm just going to cut along the top line. And then again, I'm just going to cut along this line. And then you've got your little concertina, you've got your little pockets. Now, if you wanted to, you could ink around the edges. I don't ink everything that I make. I do ink some things. I'm just going to just even that up a little bit. I do ink up some things, but I don't ink up everything. So I'll just bring the journal back. Now, that's quite sweet. So that could go in there like so. These are still a bit tacky because they're still drying, but once they're dried, they will open up like this one, and they're just fantastic little add-ons to have to your to put into your journals. Now, if you do want to line them with other different colour papers, you can, or you can leave as is. It's completely up to you. But excuse me, on this one I hadn't lined it, but I do want to. So what I thought I'd do is I'd show you how I line mine. So decide which way you want your paper, and then just glue and then open up your little pocket, and it should slide in, and mine does because I made sure that this actually fitted quite well. And there you have it. It's lined in. Now you could do the other side if you wanted to. That would be good. So we'll do that. And excuse me, or you could just do the other side of that one like that. It's tight. It's totally up to you. So what I do is, again, I just get my my little pocket base, my folio, and then I just cut a rectangle to a similar size, and then, well, to the correct size. And then what I like to do is just offer it up and just take shavings of paper off, and then what I do is just pop in the glue, and then I do the two ends first, because if you don't, it tends to which end did it? That's right, that way. They tend to stick to each other, which is a nightmare, absolute nightmare. And just make sure you've got that down, and then just take your scissors and then cut that excess off. And then I don't know whether you can see inside very well, but there we have it. There's the inside. And then when this is dry, I'll go back in and I'll line that side. So I probably would put a little bit of I probably would ink a little bit around here, just to take those white edges off. But yeah, so that's basically as is. But what I wanted to show you as well is I wanted to make some little tags to go into the little pockets. Now this is just some cereal card out from the cereal box. This is just one cereal box that's made all this, and I do like the thickness of this cereal card. So what I'm going to do is I've already chosen some papers, so I'm just going to glue stick this on, and I'm going to just run it down, okay, and just press down just to make sure that it's got a good stick to it. So it's, again, you would use your bone folder. Got a little bit of a dry spot there, so let's just make sure we've got a good bit of glue stick there, and then just go with our scissors and just cut off the excess. I tend to work like this because my measuring's not, no matter how hard I try, I just don't get it so precise. So this is my way of getting around not being able to measure very well. Or is it that I'm just impatient? So there's that one, and I'm going to set that one aside. And again, there's the other bit of the cereal box. Now on this one, I just wanted some text, so I thought there was some old book pages that I had, and they were quite small, and I thought, well, I don't know what I'm going to use them for, and lo and behold, yes, this project's come up. So brilliant, it's perfect. So again, smush it down. I quite like the straw colour of this of the back of the cereal box, so at this point I'm not too worried about covering that side up. And again, I'm just trimming off these raw edges. Just so we can get. Now I don't know whether you find it, but in your journal, you're busy making ephemera, and then you put it away, and then you think, oh, what did I do with it? I remember making it, but I've squirreled it away, and I don't quite know where I put it. this is a great way of keeping your ephemera and any interesting bits that you see and keeping them safe. And you know you've got them in your little folio pocket, so that's good. So there we've got these two. Now I found I was gifted an old book. I think it was an old Ladybird book, and it was falling apart, and I found these really sweet little stamps, prints of different stamps. I think this is one from Greece. So I thought, do you know what, I can use that. And I think I'm just going to fussy cut. I'm just going to fussy cut this this lovely leaf from this spent bit of card that I'd used, and I thought that would be nice, maybe to put on as a focal point or as an addition. Why not? Let's have a look what it looks like. So I'm just gonna fussy cut that round, and how does that look? Maybe put that there. What do you think? What do you think? Do you like that? Does that work? And then again, I found this one, and yeah, that works, doesn't it? Do you think? Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Are you shouting at me? No, don't do it. Yes, do it. Well, hopefully you concur and you think it looks all right. So I'm just going to pop that bit down there and just pop in this lovely stamp. Well, it's an image of a stamp, and let's do this young lady here. And it's a great way of using up all your bits and pieces, because I don't know whether you're like my friend. She goes through magazines and she thinks, oh, this is great, I will use that, I'll cut that out and I will use that. And then she's often saying to me, oh, you know, I've cut that out and it would have been so nice to have stuck in my journal, but I don't know what I've done with it. So that's what gave me this idea that might put her in good place to do this. Okay, and finally we'll put that on there. So we've got two little, I don't know, you could either have them as a little gift tag or a little piece to decorate your journal, or however you want to do it. I'm just going to now put these in. Is it still quite? Yes, it's still quite damp, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to pop those in here, so she can, if there's something in there she thinks, oh, that's lovely, there's one of those little stamps, and I'll pop that in there as well. So that's good. So we'll pop that in there. On this one, no, I'm not going to put that in there, am I? Yes, I am. And then we just put the belly band back on, like so. Okay. And on this one, we can just put these little ones in. Let's swap it round. And then they could go into your journal as is, or just like that. And you can make all different shapes. So that's the one we did earlier. So there we have it, our little folio to put all our little bits and pieces in, and a little idea just for some ephemera for your journal. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I hope it's given you some inspiration to work into your journal. Take care and see you again soon. Bye.